Imagine waking up every day with a mindset that has the power to transform your life, where every thought you have propels you toward success. What if you could think like someone who has built an empire? What if your daily habits were the key to unlocking the wealth, freedom, and success that so many only dream of? Now let me tell you this. Success, real, lasting success, doesn't happen overnight. It's not magic, it's not luck. It's the result of deliberate, consistent actions and the habits we form each and every day. We're about to dive into something special. 9 daily habits that will help you think like a billionaire. Not just in terms of money, but in terms of mindset, attitude, and approach to life. These habits aren't just for the wealthy, they're for anyone, anywhere, who is serious about changing the direction of their life. So, lean in, take a deep breath, open your mind, and let's begin. Habit 1, start your day with purpose. The first habit of billionaires is simple, yet profound. They start their day with a clear sense of purpose. Before they dive into emails, meetings, or social media, they take a moment to set their intentions. Think about it for a moment. How do you start your day? Do you roll out of bed, rush through the motions, and let life happen to you? Or do you take control and decide, right from the start, how your day is going to unfold? You see, a billionaire's first thought is not, what do I have to do today? Instead, it's, what do I want to achieve today? And that makes all the difference. I remember when I was just starting out in my career. I would get up late, rush through the morning, and wonder why I wasn't making progress. But once I adopted the habit of planning my day the night before, knowing exactly what my purpose was for the next day, that's when things began to shift. I became more focused, more intentional. I no longer allowed the chaos of the world to dictate my actions. Instead, I became the one in control, shaping my day from the moment I opened my eyes. You must do the same. Before your feet hit the floor, take 5 minutes, close your eyes, visualize your goals, and set your intentions. Ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish today? How can I make today a step closer to my ultimate vision? That's how billionaires think. They don't waste time, they invest it. Start your day with purpose, and everything else will fall into place. Habit 2, prioritize learning every day. The second habit that billionaires practice is a commitment to learning. They are lifelong students, always hungry for knowledge. They understand that success is not just about what you know right now, but about what you're willing to learn tomorrow. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've got enough on my plate as it is. How do I find time to learn? Let me tell you something. I've been there. When I started my journey, I was overwhelmed with tasks and responsibilities. But I learned a crucial lesson that changed everything. If you're not learning, you're falling behind. Billionaires don't stop at what they've already achieved. They seek knowledge every day. Whether it's reading a book, listening to a podcast, or attending seminars, they make learning a priority. Why? Because they know that knowledge is the fuel for growth. I remember a story I heard about Warren Buffett. He spends hours every day reading reports, books, newspapers. He said, the more you learn, the more you earn. And it's true. The more knowledge you acquire, the more valuable you become in any field. Start small. Dedicate just 20 to 30 minutes every day to reading or listening to something that challenges you. Over time, those small efforts compound. Your mind becomes sharper, your thinking clearer, and your ability to solve problems grows exponentially. But it's not just about reading books. Billionaires also learn from people. Mentors, colleagues, and even their competitors. They don't shy away from feedback. They embrace it. They understand that learning is not just about gathering information, but about applying it in new and creative ways. So commit to learning every day. Whether it's something related to your work, your health, or your personal growth, never stop learning. Because in the world of billionaires, knowledge isn't just power. It's the foundation for everything else. Habit 3, invest in yourself. The third habit that separates billionaires from the rest is a deep and unwavering commitment to investing in themselves. This goes beyond financial investments. It's about investing in your personal development, your skills, and your well-being. You see, billionaires understand a fundamental truth. The best investment you can make is the one you make in yourself. They know that everything else in life is a reflection of the person you've become. Your income, your relationships, your health, they all stem from how well you've developed yourself. I remember a time early in my life when I struggled with my own growth. I was so focused on trying to get ahead, trying to succeed in business, that I neglected the most important thing, me. It wasn't until I realized this simple truth, that my growth as a person was the foundation of everything else, that I began to see real change. Billionaires spend time developing their skills, refining their habits, and becoming better versions of themselves every single day. Whether it's improving their leadership skills, learning new technologies, or getting fitter and healthier, they know that self-investment pays the highest dividend. But here's the key. Investing in yourself doesn't always mean spending money. It can mean setting aside time each day to work on your personal development. It could be taking a course, finding a mentor, or simply dedicating time to reflection and growth. It's about making yourself the priority. A billionaire once said, "The more I invest in myself, the more I can give to others." And it's true. When you are constantly improving, you create value not only for yourself, but for the people around you, your family, your team, and your community. So ask yourself, what's one thing I can invest in today to improve myself? Whether it's a skill, a habit, or even your health, invest in yourself and everything else will follow. Success starts with the decision to be better than you were yesterday. Habit 4, take massive action. The fourth habit of billionaires is one that's often overlooked, but is absolutely critical: taking massive action. You see, success isn't about having great ideas. It's about executing on those ideas with relentless drive and discipline. Billionaires understand that knowledge and intentions are worthless unless they are backed up by action. You can read all the books in the world, attend all the seminars, and listen to all the motivational speeches, but if you don't act, none of it matters. Think about it. There are countless people who talk about success, who have dreams and aspirations, but it's the ones who take bold, decisive action that stand apart. I once met an entrepreneur who had a brilliant idea. He was smart, educated, and capable, but he spent years waiting for the perfect moment to start. He kept analyzing, overthinking, and hesitating. One day, I told him something I want to tell you now. The perfect moment never comes. The only time that matters is right now. And so he took that advice. He took massive action and started his business, even though it wasn't perfect, even though he wasn't fully ready. And guess what? He succeeded. Billionaires don't wait. They don't let fear or doubt hold them back. They embrace uncertainty and take action anyway. Yes, they fail at times. Yes, they make mistakes. But it's their ability to keep going, to take action over and over, that separates them from the crowd. You need to adopt the same mindset. Stop waiting for conditions to be ideal. Start with what you have. Take one step today, just one action, and you'll be amazed at how momentum builds. Massive action doesn't mean you have to take giant leaps every day. It means consistently doing something that moves you toward your goals, no matter how small the step. The key is persistence. The key is showing up every day and giving it your all. So the question is, what massive action can you take today? It doesn't matter how big or small it is, just take that step. Because the longer you wait, the further away your success will remain. Action creates results. Habit 5, cultivate an empowering network. The fifth habit that billionaires practice is not just about surrounding themselves with people, but about cultivating an empowering network. It's about being intentional with the people you allow into your life and your inner circle. Billionaires understand the power of relationships. They know that who you spend your time with can either elevate or hinder your progress. Think about it. You could be the most ambitious, driven person, but if you are constantly around individuals who don't share your vision, who don't support your goals, or who are content with mediocrity, you'll find yourself constantly swimming against the current. Billionaires, on the other hand, surround themselves with people who challenge them, who help them grow, and who encourage them to think bigger. They know that success isn't just about hard work. It's about being around the right people who inspire, motivate, and push you forward. I recall a time in my life when I realized I had to make a choice about who I spent my time with. I had a group of friends who were good people, but we weren't growing together. They weren't pushing me to be better. I made the decision to distance myself from that group and seek out individuals who were focused, driven, and successful in their own right. And you know what happened? I started thinking differently. I began to act differently. I became more focused, more productive, and more successful. This isn't about cutting people off or being ruthless. It's about intentionally investing in relationships that support your goals and values. Find mentors who have already achieved what you aspire to. Connect with like-minded individuals who are driven to achieve greatness. Build a network of people who will challenge your thinking and elevate your mindset. The right people will push you to think beyond your current circumstances. They'll help you see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. They'll hold you accountable to your highest potential and encourage you when the road gets tough. So ask yourself, who is in your circle? Are they elevating you or are they holding you back? Invest in relationships that empower you and watch how your life transforms as you grow alongside them. Your network is your net worth. Habit 6, master the art of resilience. The sixth habit that billionaires possess is one that stands above many others in its importance: mastering the art of resilience. The world's wealthiest people don't just bounce back from setbacks. They thrive because of them. Resilience isn't just about getting through difficult times. It's about using those challenges as fuel to grow stronger, smarter, and more focused. Life is full of obstacles, and it's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned. But here's the thing. The ability to persevere in the face of adversity is one of the defining traits of success. Billionaires understand that obstacles are inevitable. They don't try to avoid them. They see them as opportunities to prove themselves, to learn, and to adapt. Think about this. Every successful person you know has had to face some form of adversity. They've had doors slammed in their faces, been told no, had their ideas shot down, and encountered failures that could have easily derailed their path. But what sets them apart is that they don't let these setbacks define them. Instead, they use them to build resilience. Take the story of Walt Disney, for example. He was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination and had his ideas rejected countless times before finally building one of the world's most iconic brands. Was he discouraged? Absolutely not. He kept going, learning from each rejection, and ultimately turned his failures into success. Walt Disney mastered resilience. In your own life, challenges will come. You will face times when everything seems to be going wrong, and it may feel easier to give up. But this is where the real opportunity lies. Resilience is about having the strength to keep moving forward, even when you feel like throwing in the towel. Billionaires don't focus on how many times they've been knocked down. They focus on how many times they've gotten back up. The key is not to avoid adversity, but to build the mental and emotional strength to handle it when it comes. Resilience isn't just a reaction to failure. It's a proactive mindset. It's the belief that no matter what happens, you will rise again, learn from it, and continue moving toward your goals. Let me tell you, resilience doesn't just come from reading motivational books or attending seminars. It's built through real-life experiences, through weathering storms, overcoming obstacles, and finding new paths when the road ahead seems blocked. Resilience is forged in the fire of challenges, and when you master it, you begin to see every challenge as an opportunity to grow. And here's the secret. Resilience doesn't mean you won't face setbacks. It means you'll face them with a different perspective. When you can approach adversity with the understanding that it's not the end of the world, you'll be able to navigate life's obstacles with much more grace and determination. The best way to build resilience is to remind yourself of your bigger vision. When you know where you're going and why you're going there, every setback becomes a lesson and every challenge becomes a stepping stone. Billionaires don't just have big dreams. They have the resilience to handle the challenges that come with those dreams. They know that success isn't a straight line. It's a series of peaks and valleys. And it's in the valleys that they discover their true strength. So, ask yourself, how can you build more resilience in your own life? When challenges come, how will you respond? Remember, it's not about avoiding the storms. It's about developing the strength to dance in the rain. Embrace challenges, grow stronger through them, and let them be the catalyst for your greatness. Habit 7, commit to lifelong learning. The seventh habit that billionaires cultivate is one that should be at the heart of every successful individual's journey. Commitment to lifelong learning. Billionaires understand that knowledge is the key that unlocks opportunities, and they are relentless in their pursuit of wisdom and new skills. Now, you might think that once you reach a certain level of success, learning becomes secondary. But billionaires know that the moment you stop learning, you start falling behind. The world doesn't stop evolving, and neither should you. Learning is a continual process, and to stay ahead, you must always be evolving your mind, your skills, and your approach. This commitment to lifelong learning doesn't just mean reading books or attending seminars, although those things are crucial. It's about seeking knowledge from every possible avenue. From people you meet, from failures, from experiences, and even from the world around you. It's about adopting a mindset that says, there is always something more to learn. There is always a new way to grow. Consider someone like Warren Buffett. He reads several hours a day, not just books related to his business, but books on history, psychology, and philosophy. Why? Because he understands that knowledge is the foundation of decision-making. The more you know, the more opportunities you can recognize, and the better decisions you can make. Lifelong learning is also about being humble enough to recognize that no matter how successful you become, there is always room to grow. When you stop learning, you become stagnant. The moment you think you know it all, you've stopped progressing. Billionaires don't operate from a place of arrogance or pride. They understand that learning is the key to adapting and thriving in an ever-changing world. I'll never forget a time in my own life when I was faced with a challenging situation, and I realized I didn't know what I needed to know to overcome it. I could have let my pride take over and struggled on my own, but instead, I sought out a mentor. I asked for advice, I absorbed every piece of knowledge they offered, and I applied it. The result? I overcame that challenge more effectively than I would have ever done on my own. That moment taught me that true growth comes from having the humility to learn from others. But learning doesn't always have to be formal or structured. Sometimes you can learn just by paying attention to your environment. Look at the people around you. Watch how they handle success and failure. Notice how they think, how they react, and how they approach life. There is wisdom all around you. You just have to be open to receiving it. Billionaires also understand the importance of self-education. They invest in themselves because they know that the best asset they can have is their mind. You can invest in real estate, stocks, and businesses, but your mind is the one thing that will always yield the greatest return. That's why they spend so much time and money learning from the best, from those who have already accomplished what they aspire to achieve. Learning also means adapting to new technology, new trends, and new methods. The world of business is rapidly changing, and to stay competitive, you must stay informed. Whether it's learning about new tools, innovations, or trends in your field, being a lifelong learner keeps you flexible and relevant in a world that never stops evolving. So ask yourself, what can I learn today that will help me move closer to my goals? It doesn't matter how old you are or where you are in your journey. There is always more to learn, and every lesson you acquire is a building block for your success. By making a commitment to lifelong learning, you not only broaden your horizons, but also ensure that you are continually equipped to face challenges, seize opportunities, and move toward the life you desire. The more you learn, the more you grow. And as you grow, you'll unlock new levels of success and fulfillment that you never thought possible. Habit 8, take massive action. The eighth habit that billionaires practice is one that stands out because it's so simple, yet so powerful. Take massive action. We can talk all day about strategies, ideas, and theories, but without action, they mean nothing. You see, success is not a passive thing. It's something that demands movement, effort, and consistent action. Billionaires know this better than anyone. They don't sit back and wait for opportunities to come to them. They go after them with everything they've got. It's not about having the perfect plan or the perfect timing, because the truth is, there is no perfect plan. There is only action. The great action takers of the world are those who step up, get their hands dirty, and take risks. They don't wait for everything to align perfectly. They understand that success is built by doing, by trying, by failing, and then trying again. If you're always waiting for the perfect moment, you'll never take the first step. Action is what makes success happen. Let's take a look at someone like Richard Branson. He didn't wait around for the perfect business model before he started Virgin. In fact, many of his ventures were born out of pure action. He jumped in, learned as he went, and figured things out along the way. Was every move a success? No. But what mattered was that he took action. He tried, he failed, and he tried again. And that's why we know his name today. Now, I know that taking massive action can sound daunting. You might think, I don't have the resources, or what if I fail? But let me tell you this. It's not about having all the answers before you begin. It's about starting. It's about moving forward even when things aren't perfect. Every successful person has faced fear, doubt, and uncertainty, but they didn't let those things stop them. They kept moving, and so should you. Massive action means showing up every day. It means doing the work, even when it's hard, and when the results don't come immediately. It means taking risks and stepping out of your comfort zone. You won't always know exactly where your actions will lead, but the key is to keep moving. Momentum is your friend. Think of action as the vehicle that takes you toward your goals. Without it, your dreams are just fantasies. When you take massive action, you give yourself the chance to learn, to improve, and to succeed. And when you don't take action, you deny yourself the opportunities that come from trying, even if it's hard. In my own life, I've seen the power of massive action. There were times when I wasn't sure if I was ready or if things would work out, but I pushed through, took the first step, and kept going. The results didn't come overnight, but with every step, I got closer to my goals. The key wasn't knowing everything at the start. It was moving. It was taking consistent action that led to small victories, which then led to bigger ones. So what's holding you back from taking massive action? Is it fear? Is it doubt? Or is it simply waiting for the perfect moment to start? Remember, there is no perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Take the first step today, no matter how small, and begin your journey towards success. And here's something important to keep in mind. Taking massive action doesn't mean you have to do everything at once. Start with one thing. Then, after you've taken that step, take the next. The key is to build momentum. The more you move forward, the easier it becomes to keep moving. In the end, it's not your knowledge, your resources, or your connections that will determine your success. It's the action you take. So take that first step, make it a habit, and watch as your dreams begin to unfold in front of you. Every step you take brings you closer to where you want to be. Habit 9, focus on the long-term vision. The 9th and final habit of billionaires is perhaps one of the most critical. Focus on the long-term vision. This habit sets them apart from those who are focused only on short-term gains or instant gratification. Billionaires are driven by a vision of the future, and they understand that success is not built overnight. It's about having the foresight to see beyond today, beyond the struggles, and to keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Let me tell you, it's easy to get caught up in the noise of everyday life. There are distractions everywhere. The world wants you to focus on the immediate, the urgent, and the now. But billionaires know that true success comes from having a long-term vision, from understanding that the choices you make today will shape your tomorrow. This focus on the long term is why billionaires make decisions with patience and persistence. They don't just look for the quick win or the immediate payoff. They are willing to sacrifice today's comfort for tomorrow's reward. This mindset requires discipline and a deep belief that what you are doing today will pay off in the future. Think about someone like Jeff Bezos. When he started Amazon, he wasn't just thinking about making money. He had a vision of what Amazon could become in the future. And he didn't rush to see results. He invested years, constantly reinvesting profits to build something greater, knowing that the payoff would come if he stayed committed to his vision. He didn't worry about quarterly earnings or the short-term market fluctuations. He focused on building a lasting legacy. This kind of long-term thinking requires you to be comfortable with uncertainty. You must trust that your efforts will pay off over time, even when you don't see immediate results. It means being willing to put in the work now, even when the rewards feel distant. Billionaires understand that their journey is a marathon, not a sprint. They understand that the road to success is not linear. It's filled with ups and downs, but with a clear vision of where they're headed, they remain steady, no matter the obstacles they face along the way. When you focus on the long term, you free yourself from the pressure of trying to achieve everything at once. You understand that success doesn't come in one giant leap. It's a series of small steps consistently taken over time that build the foundation for something great. Every choice you make, every action you take, is a brick in the wall of your future. Now you might be thinking, but what about the urgency of today? What about the immediate goals I need to hit? And I understand that. We all have deadlines, things that need to get done today. But remember, the long-term vision is the anchor that keeps you grounded when life gets overwhelming. It helps you prioritize what really matters. It helps you make decisions that align with your bigger goals, instead of getting lost in the distractions of the present. The key to focusing on the long term is to take daily actions that build momentum toward your vision. Every small task you complete today moves you closer to your future success. The billionaire mindset is about committing to your goals with long-term dedication, even when it feels like progress is slow. They know that every step, no matter how small, is taking them closer to their ultimate destination. So ask yourself, what is your long-term vision? What is the legacy you want to leave behind? And are your daily actions aligned with that vision? If you want to achieve something extraordinary, you have to think beyond the immediate. You have to have the discipline to keep your focus on the long term and keep moving forward, no matter what the present moment may look like. Remember, the great accomplishments in life are built over time. Billionaires understand this, and it's why they continue to build, innovate, and grow. They never lose sight of the future, and neither should you. Focus on your vision, stay committed, and trust that the effort you put in today will pay off tomorrow. Keep your eyes on the prize. Take steady action, and in time, you'll look back and see just how far you've come. Greatness is never about instant success. It's about long-term vision and relentless pursuit. So there you have it, the 9 daily habits that can help you think like a billionaire. These are not just habits, my friends. They're principles that, when practiced consistently, will change the course of your life. But remember, it's not enough to simply know these habits. You must live them, each and every day. Success isn't about waiting for the right moment or hoping for a lucky break. It's about taking responsibility for your future and doing the work today. It's about developing the mindset of someone who knows their vision is bigger than the challenges they face. The habits of billionaires are built on this very foundation. So as you walk away from this, I want you to think about the one habit that you can start today. What is the one thing you can begin doing right now to change the trajectory of your life? Remember, success is predictable. It's not magic, it's not luck. It's the result of habits, choices, and daily discipline. If you commit to these 9 habits, and you do them every day, the results will show. Over time, you'll look back and realize that you've built a life you once thought was only possible for a select few. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start today. You have everything it takes within you right now to create the life of your dreams. Just take the first step and keep moving forward. The rest will follow. Thank you for joining me today. Stay disciplined, stay focused, and keep your eyes on the prize. The world is yours for the taking.